A steak going straight into a pot of water. You were told never to do this, not boiling water, water that has just barely started to move. Small bubbles on the bottom, one or two rising, nothing churning, around 180 degrees. If the top of the water is moving, it is too hot. Salt straight in, about a tablespoon for a few cups. Then grill seasoning, a spoonful of minced garlic, dried parsley, and plenty of cracked black pepper. All of it into the water, none of it on the pan. 3 moments decide whether this works. The first one is about a minute away, and it is going to look like I ruined it. The second takes 30 seconds, and almost everybody skips it. The third one is not the steak at all, so do not pour this water out. The seasonings go in here for a reason. Garlic burns at frying temperature in about 30 seconds, and burnt garlic tastes bitter through the whole piece of meat. In water, it cannot burn at all. And here is why this exists. A thin steak has almost no middle. By the time the center is warm, the outside has been frying for 8 minutes and it is already gray. Water carries heat gently, so the whole piece comes up at one temperature instead of cooking from one side. There is the first one, right on schedule. The outside turns gray. It looks exactly like the thing you were told never to do to a piece of beef. Do not touch it. Do not pull it out. That gray is the outer few millimeters warming through, and it disappears under the crust in 4 minutes. How long it stays in depends on thickness and nothing else. An inch thick, 3 minutes. Half an inch, 2. An inch and a half, 4 to 5. No thermometer. Press the top with a finger, warm all the way through and still soft. While that happens, the pan goes on. Cast iron if you have it, not non-stick. It needs 3 or 4 minutes, which is exactly how long the steak is sitting in the water. Now the oil. It should start to smoke almost as soon as it lands. Not warm, not medium, smoking. 3 minutes are up, lift it out. And now the second one. The step everybody skips, and if you skip it, nothing you just did counts for anything. Dry it completely. Paper towels, both sides, and the edges too. A wet steak cannot form a crust. The water has to boil off before the surface can brown, and while that happens, you are steaming the meat. 30 seconds with a paper towel is the difference between a crust and a gray disappointment. The steak goes straight in, listen to it. That should start the second the meat lands. Now look at the edge. The gray you were told not to worry about is already gone, and the crust is coming down over the top of it. 40 seconds aside, that is all. The inside is already warm, so the only job left is color. The meat spends under 2 minutes over high heat instead of 8, so it never gets the chance to dry out. Then a tablespoon of butter into the pan. It foams up and mixes with the meat juices. Spoon it over the top for the last 20 seconds. Keep it moving. Once the foam goes quiet, the butter is starting to burn. Out of the pan, onto a board. 1 minute of rest, cut into it straight away, and a good spoonful of juice runs out onto the board instead of staying in the meat. While it rests, look at the pot. This is the third one, and it is the one nobody expects. That water is beef stock now, garlic and pepper already in it. Pour off most. Keep about a cup, back on high heat. Let it boil hard until there are a few tablespoons left and it coats the back of a spoon. Boiling it down is not optional. It has had raw meat in it, so it needs to come back to a full boil and stay there. Then off the heat, a knob of butter whisked in. A sauce that came free out of the water you were about to pour away. What comes out is medium rare to medium, warm through and pink in the middle. That is normal and safe for a whole cut of beef, because on a solid piece of muscle, the bacteria live on the surface, and that surface just spent 3 minutes in near boiling water and 40 seconds on a smoking pan. Ground beef is a different story, and none of this applies to burgers. A thin sirloin runs about $7. The garlic, the seasoning, and the butter come to maybe 50 cents, under $8 for a steak that eats like one you would pay 30 for, and the sauce came free. If this is the kind of cooking you want more of, take a second to subscribe. Now the knife. Watch how it goes in. No sawing, no pressure, it just parts. And look at the face of the cut. Pink from the crust to the center, no gray band anywhere, because the whole steak came up to temperature together instead of fighting its way in from the outside. Look at the lines running through the meat and cut across them. That shortens every fiber on the plate, and on a cheap cut, that alone changes how tender it feels. A thin steak, a pot of water, and nothing fried into leather. There is another one on your screen right now. Same idea, different dish, and you have been doing that one wrong too.